guys, so today I'm out here in the garden on this beautiful fall day in Sonoma County, California, and I'm doing something that I should have done months ago, which is lifting my daffodil bulbs that I've been growing in these pots. I have like at least a dozen. Should have done this late spring, early summer when the greens died back, but I didn't. I definitely procrastinated. So now I'm dealing with it, and we've already gotten a rain, and I'm hoping they haven't sprouted yet. The reason I do need to lift them is because this is at least the third year they've been growing in these pots, and they have multiplied every year, and last year they were already a bit too crowded. I think that's going to happen this year. Of course, it'll be even worse. One really cool thing with growing them in the pot is it makes it easier for lifting, and normally I should have done it on time. They just sat in the shade all summer. Oh good, they haven't sprouted yet. So I'm gonna lift them and divide them, and I'll replant them using the same potting soil. You don't have to toss the soil or anything when you do this. I will refresh it with some of my favorite fertilizer, but first I need to actually pull the bulbs. And I have the pot inside of this tin bucket just so that I don't drop dirt everywhere, especially on the garden picnic table out here. Don't want to make a mess. So let's get started. I'm literally just gonna scoop dirt out and just really gently poke around. Ooh, we do have live roots though. Ooh. I don't see any growth at the top, but these roots look new and happy. I think that they'll regrow just fine as long as I hurry up and get them replanted. And there's a walnut from the squirrels. This one doesn't have any new roots yet, but I do see a little sprout at the top coming out. So I guess we're at different stages of development. There's another another walnut. I'm actually glad I'm doing this then, because I don't want walnut tree sprouting in here. Boy, oh boy, this is just so crowded. I'm trying to be careful, and it's hard to like get my fingers around each daffodil bulb here. I think when I started this pot a few years ago with the kids, we only put maybe 5 in this size pot. Maybe it was a little bit more. See, here's 2 that were growing next side by side, and now I can separate them. They've been multiplying. Probably give some away to my brother. I'll probably actually put some in the dirt too, since I'll have plenty to go around. I'm trying to lift these without damaging too much. You shouldn't really peel back the layers of paper. That helps protect them. But I'm just trying to divide them as much as I can. Look at all that. So from this one right here, we've got 3 more.
Hi.
Hi, baby. You finished your pizza?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta remind myself of this every time I buy bulbs, or seeds for that matter. They will multiply. Just be patient. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg buying a huge amount if you've got some patience. Like a treasure hunt. See that? See those 2? Definitely break that apart. Multiples. Usually in the winter I put these in the front yard, these pots, as soon as the bulbs start sprouting. And then once they bloom, I have flowers in the front yard, but I can still preserve all my planting space for annuals without having to get out there and start lifting these out of the dirt. Once they die back, it kind of lets me work in this space faster, because the annuals, all of those are going to need water all summer long, and bulbs, once they go dormant, if they're in moist, wet dirt all summer, they are most likely not coming back next year because they will rot. Oh wow. This one, oh my goodness. Those will probably bloom this year. Some of the small ones will just throw out greens. They won't bloom yet, but big ones like that will get some blooms. But anyways, it's a lot easier to just scoot a pot over once it's time to plant flowers that I start from seed. I can't believe how many I'm getting out of here. I can't wait to count them. This is just one pot of many. I want to see if there's any left. I think I have them all. And if I'm wrong, it's fine, because it's just going to be replanted with the same things anyways. I just wanted them to not be so crowded. So this is basically ready to be replanted, but I want to get a count first on these daffodils. All right, so the fertilizer I'm using to refeed this potting soil is from migardener.com. It's called Bulb Plus Protect and Feed. I love all the Mi Gardener fertilizers. They are my go-to for sure. They never let me down, and that's definitely what I use. The application rate is 1 tablespoon per planting hole or bulbs. 1, 2, 3. The dusty. Whew. This stuff is fantastic. I've got 5 tablespoons in here mixed in, and I also added rabbit manure. Rabbit manure is unique in that it can be used directly on your plants right away. It's not going to burn them, unlike manures like chicken manure, which you absolutely need to compost first. So I threw that in here. Just going to mix that in. Select the top 5 biggest daffodil bulbs here, and then I can I'm making a video, and then I can just bury them. Okay. I'm looking for the biggest ones.
For me. Let me see. Wow.
And I selected the 5 largest daffodils to stick back in here. The big ones are most likely to bloom this year, which is what I want if this is going back out front, which it is. So that's basically it. I'm just gonna lather, rinse, repeat for the next 10 pots or whatever I have. And then in a few months, we will have some lovely blooms. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Catch you next time. Bye.